The following podcast is rated G for gammon. Please be aware it may contain some coarse language and is not suitable for children or gammon audiences.
Say true God.
Seriously? Say true God.
God. Always say true God.
Seriously? Say true God.
God. We're back. Say true God. Them yarns.
Say true God.
God. Always say true God. Them yarns.
Say true God.
God. We're back.
We're back. Carly and Nagas after a good week away. Sorry to all the listeners. Thank you for your patience. We're back on Them Yarns. It's Carly and Nagas, Aaron Nagas. I never say my last name, do I? My whole government name?
No, you just give my whole government name, then just use your own name and then your nickname. Then call me out when I use yours. I'm like, hello.
It's just the benefits of being the main host, you know?
Yes,
that's why you're the co-host. See how that works? I love that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll make sure I post your full bank details on the...
Nothing there. Hey, we've got to give before we forget, we've got to give a shout out to your daughter's friends, Hopi's friends.
Yeah, she just slipped a note on my door just as you said that.
You mean studio
she
door?
Says, sorry, my studio laundry door. So, hey to Bella, Sophie, Audrey, and Alex.
Oh, you got all the names.
All the names, yeah. We're not using their full government names because they are minors, but apparently my daughter went to a party or something on the weekend. I can't remember what the event was. They have better socialized than me. And they were like, yeah, one of them had found the podcast and was playing one of the podcasts. I think it's playing like the latest one at the,
at the birthday
13-year-old party. Like, yeah, just rocking it out to them yarns. And then they all followed.
That is so cute.
All followed, and I said, all right, we'll give them a shout out on the podcast because, that's, she's giving me the thumbs up through the window, so she's happy with that.
I love that. I don't know about you. When I was 13 and going to birthday parties, I was watching It the Clown on TV and being scared.
No, I was not doing that.
We were listening to No Doubt and Spice Girls and all of those things. I was not listening to a podcast, but there you go. That's a new generation for you.
They're much more intelligent than us, but no, I was not. I was just. It's just basketball related. When I was 13, I don't think I thought of anything else.
If I can just say, I did not. I didn't sub in to watch It the Clown. I never wanted to do that. But when you're like a 13-year-old girl or guy and you went to your friend's place and you did sleepovers. It was a big thing back in the 90s and the early 2000s. You did sleepovers at your friends. And if, it was a bunch of girls, we'd all just watch movies. And my friend Marianne, she put on It. And I was like, I don't want to watch this. Don't want to watch it. She did not let me watch it. And I was scared of the bath drain for the rest of my life. So,
hey, Hopi and friends, don't watch that movie.
Do that.
You don't want to do it. We're not recommending you do that at any age. I don't want to watch it now. I'm a really old man.
Yeah, listen to them yarns. That's very safe for you to do and educational, and we love that for you. So shout out, girls. Speaking of our audience, thanks to everyone for their patience. I was away last week in Darwin, so we're going to do a little bit of a check-in. We haven't done a check-in in a while, Nagas, how we're rolling through life. And to be honest, I feel like I need it. I need the little check-in.
Yes.
Because I just started a new job, had some sorry business in my family, which was I was away for in Darwin. What else has been going on? Just full on with the weaving, full on with the family, just a lot. So that's my check-in. I'm surviving currently on several packets of salty plums that I got from Darwin.
You had that much salty plums? I thought you already bought for the shop. I was like, I thought the store wasn't until next year. I saw that picture. I was like, is Auntie okay? Like, are we starting the shop tomorrow? Where are we setting up?
Truly. Well, those who have listened to them yarns, you'll know that I love salty plums. I grew up on them, right? It's Blackfulla confectionary. You'll see I've had a packet tonight. I've got the orangest lips. Shame for me.
Yes, you do.
And
this should be a video podcast for this very reason.
I'm dying for a drink. I'll have to tell you right now. I feel like I'm in the Sahara Desert. Yeah, I went to Darwin and there's a shop up there. It's called the Salty Plum Shop. Shout out to the Salty Plum Shop. If you want to sponsor this podcast, get in touch with us, please.
Get in touch with us, please.
Because I would take that endorsement. I really would, because you've never seen a bigger salty plum face than me and every other FNQ Murray. And I went there twice or 3 times while I was in Darwin because I just kept burning through the packets.
So you went there 3 times while you were there, and then you came back with 17 packets of salty plums. Like, is your toilet okay?
Yeah, I was about to say, I've got a very healthy bowel situation going on right now. And you know what's the worst bit is that they have the seedless salty plums up there, and they're
killer.
They're so easy to eat. And
I can see why you ate so many so quickly. If you didn't have to worry about the seeds.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're so good. Yep. Yeah, I've just currently got I thought I had them in my pocket. No, I don't. I actually ate that packet. So, yeah, they've got the powder. They've got everything. So, Salty Plum Shop, if you're listening to this in Darwin, please get at me. I'm ready to be your ambassador.
She's ready to be your number one national ambassador. We have possibly one day thousands of listeners that you could market.
This is a very black market on this podcast. Yes. If you want to tap in, then tap it in. I don't know if I've ever talked about this, about what Kooris eat, their little Blackfulla confectionary. Have I ever told you this yarn? So when I lived in Sydney, coming from North Queensland, all we really eat is that like salty plums, toffee, salty plums, dried mango, salted mango, all them things, tamarind. That's our Blackfulla confectionary. I go to Sydney and meet a bunch of Koori mob that were from like Warriner and other places. And they told me about their chips and lemon situation. Have you heard about this?
Chips and lemon. Hot chips or packet chips?
Okay, packeted chicken chips. This is their deal. I said, what are you talking about, chips and lemon? They're like, come on, get the thing and show what it is. This is how Kooris talk to you. It's nice, sis. It's a real deadly chew. True God, it's nice. You should try it. So I said, go on then, bring me a little chips and lemon. Sure enough, they brought out a packet of green, the chicken chips.
Yep, chicken chips.
Yep. Smith's chips and literally a lemon, and then they just squeeze the lemon inside the chicken chips, and then they just eat it in the packet. Soggy ass chicken and lemon, brah. That's their Blackfulla confectionary.
Soggy chips too.
Soggy chips, and then I'm like saying, you need to try salty plums one time. So I got a couple of Kooris hooked on that. Didn't like the soggy chicken and chips. There's something wrong with you, sis. That's nice. I don't know what you're talking about. That's nice. That there, look there, sis.
That sounds... I'm glad this isn't a video podcast.
I know.
It would be disrespectful to my Koori brothers, sisters, and siblings with the face I just made thinking about lemon on just a little bit of drop of lemon. I thought you just do like the... But not soggy. Like, what's the point of eating chips if they're soggy?
They just put the lemon all over it, and then they just eat it, and then they love it, and they just like lick the packet. That's what they live for. So, yeah, that's the Kooris situation. But I came back from Darwin, brother, and I've had so many salty plums, but it was really nice because I was up there in dry season.
Yes.
So I have to tell you though, it doesn't matter if it's dry season or not. I'm looking for green frogs. I'm on the lookout. I'm walking in the middle of every single road at night. I'm not near any green bush of any of sorts. Nah, gross.
Yeah, it's a good idea because Darwin is actually smaller than Townsville, and when you don't have many people, you get lots of frogs.
It's disgusting, man. You know me. I can't deal with it. So, yeah, I didn't stay with family. I ended up staying at a hotel and nice and safe, the toilet situation without green frogs. So,
yes, I'm not scared of green frogs. I like them, but I get why people I get why people do. I used to chase people around with green leaves when I was a kid.
See, my brother does that to me.
I was that kid.
It's not funny.
Oh, look at this beautiful green frog. It's like a leaf. And I was fast too. Like, you should have seen this mob run. I was the cheekiest little mongrel. Be in church clothes. And I would still be chasing people. I didn't care. If I saw a green leaf and I knew these blackfalls were scared of frogs, I'm like, I'm gonna get you.
It's not funny,
And then one time I had a real frog.
No.
Oh,
why?
No. Just because.
See, there's no need for that. This is why black people are dying at a faster rate because salty plums and green frogs.
That's why we have heart problems, because
it's really
little black fellas like me chase you around with your whatever you're scared
honestly, heart failure. If you did that to me, I'd just one time on the ground pass out. So, but that's my check-in. I've got the ADHD's popping off, brother. I've got a million projects on the go. I've got family. I've got the podcast. It's just popping off. And then the world on top of it, you know what I mean? We're just What's
The
happened
world is
this
just
week?
going crazy. I think the biggest news story for me this week that I was really excited about was the Palestine March for Palestine rally down in Sydney there on the Deadly Harbour Bridge. Obviously, my social media algorithm is super Free Palestine, and so I have another account that I go to that is a bit more alternative, so I can see what they were saying. And it was a really crazy mix of seeing how different people saw what was, one of Australia's biggest marches for solidarity with our brothers and sisters over there. So the news and the police are saying it's 90, and then the people who are doing all the, where they take the photo from the sky and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. They're like, it's easily like 300,000 because they filled the whole bridge up. So
Yeah.
that if and one person's like, here's a photo of the March for Reconciliation, which they reckon only had 110, and they said it's like nearly double that. And they said they even, what's the name, they downplayed the Reconciliation March numbers as well because they didn't want people getting too excited about how everybody was loving, trying to march for Blackfulla. So I think it's really weird to see how the algorithm works. Though, like I don't know if anybody else is a nerd like me and likes to have different accounts that have different algorithms.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of my social media accounts is literally just like, I'm not like KKK algorithm, but like really right wing, like really like Trump lovers, and they love Israel, they love Trump, they love Pauline Hanson.
Right.
And I get on there because I want to see what they're thinking, and they're not thinking much. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Actually crazy. They're like, oh, we're falling for they're showing like pictures of chubby Arab people and like, these are the real Palestinians.
God.
They look like they're starving. I'm like,
DJ
bruh.
Khaled.
Yeah, that's right. There's like 7 DJ Khaled's, and they're like,
That
this is
idiot.
the real Palestine. You're being scammed. I'm like, bro, these people actually think that.
It's
So,
interesting
but yeah,
that
it was pretty cool.
you have that algorithm that you go out of your way to see how, I guess, someone who's probably so opposite to you thinks because you want to know so you can see and argue better, right?
Well, that is definitely one of them. I am definitely toxic, but also because I think I learnt my lesson seeing Blackfellas, men in particular, getting, and not just men, Blackfellas getting like really sucked into like the whole COVID conspiracy, whatever that looks like, and then how that led them to like a whole bunch of other random things.
Yeah.
Like I've seen one person go from like a labor union member to like a flat earther since COVID. So I'm like, how do you get to that stage where you lose complete touch with reality, where now you think the earth is flat? You know what I mean? So I think that sort of scared me. I was like, I just sort of need to make sure that I'm not getting sucked into that.
It's interesting. It was a massive protest. I think now the world is just like we've been seeing it, I guess, since October 7th. It's just getting so out of control, and how uncertain it is. And it's so heartbreaking seeing images. It doesn't matter, I guess, like which side you sit on, right? This is what it is all about. But at the end of the day, as humans, it's so horrendous to watch, people starving, people being shot at while they're trying to get food,
Yes.
aid not coming in, leaders doubling down, groups doubling down. It's just like, holy moly, how much do these people take before something changes? And it is so heartbreaking. You just see it. It's all over my algorithm. It's all I ever see now. It just comes up. So yeah, I don't know what it's going to take, brother. I actually watched there's a really great documentary. If anyone has, I think it's on Disney Plus. It's on the streaming apps, but it was about the Hurricane Katrina. And
Yes.
So
yeah, I want to watch that.
The similarities, though, in just that one natural disaster, and how the breakdown for Black people in New Orleans, how that happened, and then how rumors were being spread, and then aid couldn't get in, and then help couldn't get in, and then how people started to go crazy, and then the rumors that were happening that. And then, you had these crazy right-wing people across the bridge that were shooting at Black people who were trying to get away from the floods. So it's like the similarities are like people were literally going days and days without any food, without any, like kids were starving, parents, and that was just a couple of days, let alone like Palestine
Years,
who have been
decades.
going through this now for so long, and it's just this situation that's just playing out in front of the whole wide world, and you just feel so helpless. I don't know about you. I feel helpless. I don't ever know what to really do. You know,
And I think that's a scary thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we understand that Israel isn't letting journalists into Gaza, and so everything we're seeing is like secondhand stuff and that's on purpose because they don't want if things weren't bad, then people could be there reporting on it. This is what other war situation a journalist not allowed to be at because a country is denying that right. So I think that's a scary thing because we can see it, and we know that our world leaders can see it. We basically are powerless because we're not the ones that can say stop selling guns to this people, stop selling whatever that is.
Yeah, and there were a lot of politicians as well from both sides, celebrities. There were all sorts of people in that protest the other day, and I think now Australia is just getting to a point in society where just like as humans, like it just needs to stop. Yep. The cruelty needs to stop. So yeah, I don't know what to do when I see these things online. I just all you can do is just try and share and not look away. I think is the thing. And I think there's this thing about. If the latest narrative, I think, from a lot of politicians is if Hamas just let the hostages go, this will stop. I honestly don't think now, even if they let them go, that it's going to stop. Like this is very targeted. Right. It's gone so far.
If it's about that, it would have been over ages ago.
Yeah. And look, I am absolutely 100% no specialist in this. I'm just a human watching other humans suffer, and I can't stand it. I think it's horrendous. So that's the position I come from. I'm learning like everybody else, and all you can do is hope that it's going to be over. It's very soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if people saw what we're seeing, like how do you not condemn at least what's happening? So obviously there's things at play here that we're not privy to, and it's a really interesting political power play, and I'll be following very closely on both my accounts.
Both your accounts. Yeah, look, there's so many things going on. You've got Trump every other day doing something crazy in America. I think I also saw this week Joe Biden is officially announced that he won't be seeking re-election. You think, Joe Biden, brother,
Joe.
Just sit down, please go and hook yourself up to a heart monitor. You're stressing everyone out.
Nobody asked for you.
It's okay, Uncle.
Nobody asked for you, Uncle. Just go sit down. Go
retire, please. Oh my God.
He's old now. What's Biden's age? Let me Google it. Biden.
He is so old. Pretty sure he was around when the first fleet was coming into Australia, but who knows?
He's 82. What's he? Bro, nobody wants you being president.
Nobody.
When you're 84. Nobody wants you now, let alone
just
in
go
3 years time.
Go make a cup of tea, grab a biscuit, and watch, the latest game show at 6:00 before the news. Just do that.
He doesn't have to make his own tea. He just clicks his fingers, says tea, and somebody makes it for him. He's the next president. He's only making tea if he wants to.
Crazy. But you know what else happened this week in world news? Paris Designer has launched high fashion Crocs with a gold buckles. Hey, $1,300 a pair. Am I getting a pair? Just saying.
If you do, I'll headbutt you.
Look, it's a really.
I can't believe you have multiple pairs of Crocs as it is, let alone. Designer Crocs. Just do it them yarns. Just do it them yarns pair.
It's a really slippery slope when you get Crocs.
Really
slippery slope. And I bought a new pair when I was in Darwin, by the way. But before you grill me, they're just a replacement pair from my first pair. So it's not like I branched out on a new design. I just got a replacement black pair because my other ones I could feel every rock underneath them.
Yeah.
So
Look,
yeah.
I think they have their place. You're a fisherwoman. When you get your man from Tinder there with his, holding his fish up in the air, like, that's my man. Look, he's my Crocs. Let's go.
No, you know what? I have hidden my Crocs when I've had dates because I'm like, I just don't know if I'm ready for that conversation. I don't know what the feel is first. I've got to suss it out. Like, if he's a Croc guy, is he going to be disgusted? Yeah. I don't care, but at the same time, I'll hide it on the first date. But I've also been on a date when a guy's rocked up and he's worn Crocs, and I was like, I guess we're dating now.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
So is that like you know how like I've seen on social media, like people don't talk about their politics, and people are like, no, let's talk about politics straight away. Is that yours? Like, I don't really want to talk about Crocs, but
I'm such a
we should
fake
talk about
ass.
Crocs.
You know why? Because when, like, if you walk into my house, the first thing you see are my Air Jordan cabinets, and they're all my Air Jordans, and everyone's like, "Man, she got mad shoe game," and then I'm hiding the Crocs in the room that I wear 99% of the time. I'm so fake.
She's exposed, listeners.
I'm totally exposed.
Tell every man, you know, she's got deadly Jordans, but also
shoe catfishing. That's what I'm
Crocs.
doing.
That's the real you.
Far out. But am I getting these gold buckle ones? $1,300 a pair. Am I? That's okay. Righto. Oh,
Gold buckles.
I will say though, I lost a pair of Crocs while I was in Darwin. The dogs got into one of the pairs, my Barbie pair. I know. Big news, guys. Big news in my world.
The dogs ate something else. You should. You know what? I need you to start saving these, because we're going to have a NAIDOC exhibition one year, and it's just going to be what mission dogs do to belongings, and it's just going to be all like everything that's been chewed, half destroyed, whatever. It's like up on the wall, and they'll be like, "Oh, wow, I'm really getting in touch with my mission dog side."
Super cultural, like that's what it's going to be. Yeah, and
that's what it's going to be.
It's going to be bits and pieces of my Crocs and my couch. And
I could be an artist. I could be an artist. That's amazing. And I only mention that because you saw the photos. If you saw the photos on social media today, one of the girls was in a NAIDOC exhibition for photos.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that was so cute.
It's pretty deadly. So it was
one
really
of your
random
girls, by the way. Can we just?
Girls. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, people don't know that we're talking about your girls. So yes.
So Hopi was part of a NAIDOC exhibition. That this was displaying culture. It was pretty cool. It was really interesting to see. Unfortunately, they're in Catholic school because that's what bougie blackfellas do. And so they're like, "Oh, we're going to do this showcase." I'm like, oh, "Okay, so whatever." And then they was like a full like exhibition at the university and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty deadly." But anyway, so I feel like I'm an artist now, and that would be the things your dogs destroy would be art. People would actually be like, there's that many dog lovers in the world. They'd be like, "I'm going to go look at this because I feel seen."
And then they'd be like, your child who is looking very cultural and deadly with a headpiece and face paint up and deadly. Yeah. And isn't it like a black and white picture? It's like there was
different ones, one was a color, one of her, and then they had all different.
With weaving on their hair. They had like the whole situation. And deadly. Then beside it will just be my dog's free-for-all mission installation piece is what I believe it'll be called. Yeah. Let's do that.
The mission piece. I'm telling you, somebody will do that. Yeah. Like somebody will like, "This is amazing." And then it'll be like in every dog Facebook group, There's somebody that sees us there. They're showing all the things their dog destroyed, and I'm going to go on and look for it. Yeah.
You know how bad it's getting? I had somebody comment, and if she's listening, hello to you. She's up in near Malanda there somewhere, I think she said, on the Tablelands. She actually messaged me on our Them Yarns, the page she could put a comment and she said, I'm actually a dog trainer. If you need help with your dogs, I can actually help you.
I bet you know who it is.
And
are we led...
give her a shout out if you
Tracy.
Yep, it's Tracy, and she loves the podcast. So that's how bad it's getting. I'm getting dog trainers now getting at me.
Yes, I forgot to tell you that because she told my wife for you to contact her because she's like, "I'm a dog trainer. I'll come down there." Because I don't know how they got talking about the podcast, but they're talking about it. She's like, "Yeah, tell Carly I'll come down there and take your dogs up there, and she'll train them proper for you, and then bring them back down." And say, "See,
my dogs can't go to North Queensland because they will go swimming where the crocodiles are. So they don't know about that North Queensland. They city dogs, so you're gonna have to come down here." That's how bad it's getting. I'm getting dog trainers hitting me up because they're like, but in saying that, my reply was not even Jesus himself can help these dogs. So thank you for your offer, but it's probably not going to happen.
I'm sure she said she's trained dingoes and everything. Like she's proper, she's deadly.
No, they are worse than dingoes. They're worse than wolves. These two,
worse than wolves. Look at
hyenas. They're like another subspecies of all of these wild dogs. Is what I'm telling you. Crazy. All right, that's the check-in, brother. Anything else you want to check in on?
No, I don't think so. I think the world's crazy enough
Yeah.
at the moment without me adding any more to the.
Oh man, I feel like everyone needs a check-in. If you need a check-in with them yarns on the podcast, just hit us up. Let us know your little check-in.
Hit us up. Actually, why don't we do a check-in? If you hit us up, you could be on the podcast.
I will put the link up, and you guys can send us a voice message. Tell us about what's happening in your world and what you're sick of, or what's happening. If you need advice on something, Nagas and I give out some pretty terrible advice. We'll put the link up. Send us a voice. Yeah, get at us.
We're only going to ask ChatGPT if you ask us for advice.
That is our elder, and that is the advice we're going on.
Yes.
A little bit of tea every week. I'm going to spill the tea. A little bit of tea every week. Brother. She's still single. Time. She's still single for tea time, right? So we did a shout out the other day. If anyone wants to roll up in my inbox, now's the time. And remember when I said that? No one rolled up.
Oh, don't.
No one rolled up. We have a lot of people saying, though, that they want to see me do that Bunnings experiment with me.
I told you. It is content gold.
Yeah,
it is content gold.
I'm going to have to come up. I'm coming up for a weekend. We'll do it. We'll do it at Maroochydore, Bunnings, see if I got the Riz. I actually have found a way to do it, but it's slightly creepy. Now, if you haven't heard about the Riz, we talked about this in the last episode. Go and listen to the last episode. It's basically, do I have enough charisma to hit on a guy in real life, which I haven't done since about 2004, if I got to be quite honest with you. But I saw a chick the other day, and she was taking, she'd go up to a guy, and she's like, "Can you take a photo of me with my phone?" But when he looks at the phone, it's him on like a picture of him on as her wallpaper. And then he's like, "Is that me?" And she's like, "Yeah." Like, because she took like a photo of him from afar, and then I'm like,
go.
but that's small stalkerish. A guy'd be
It's
like,
very stalkerish because you have to get a photo of them first when they're not looking at you without their consent, and then do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be doing that. So I don't know. We'll work out our Riz plan. And,
we'll do a workshop. We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how much dating advice I got from my wife about that episode?
Oh, tell me what the wifey says.
She thinks she's a big pickup artist.
She's a big pickup artist.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh no, you and Carly got it all wrong."
Really? What does she say? What's the hot tips, wifey?
I didn't really listen, to be honest. I was like, I don't really want to hear about you picking up.
You just switched off. Meanwhile, she's got 60 boyfriends.
Okay, yeah. She's like, she needs to be subtle, and then
subtle. Subtle?
Subtle, and then something else. And then something else, I was like, "Oh, okay, mate."
Did you say, have you met Carly? Is that what?
Yes. Yeah. And then I did say, she can't just stalk a man for 3 years at basketball and wait for him to,
We can't all do that, Mel.
What
was she doing just hanging around a basketball court? Did she know anyone there? Did she actually play basketball?
Yeah. No, she played. Okay. And her family played.
So she had reasons to be there. Not just
she said that she's got reasons to be there. I'm like, yeah, did you though?
No, you don't. Well, I don't think I've ever been subtle in my life, wifey, but thank you for the tips. If you got any more things on in saying that, I'm not actively looking. Now, I said a couple of weeks ago I deleted the dating apps, which I did. And are
they still deleted?
Yes, and I've been cold turkey. Now let me tell you, everyone knows I just come back from Darwin. Now let me tell you what's in Darwin. A lot of Marines and a lot of Army boys and a lot of tradies and a lot of like good-looking men, right? And I still didn't download the apps up there. What a self-control guy. You know why? Because a couple of weeks ago, I realised, and I found out by watching there's the Sex and the City spin-off. It's very tragic of me to be watching. It's horrible, by the way. It's called Just Like That, I think it's called, something like that. Anyway, it's a spin-off from Sex and the City. And in there, one of them said something I'd never heard before, and it was hate dating. I'm hate dating.
Now, you brought this up last week, I think, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is hate dating? And then you said, don't look it up.
Yeah, so don't look it up.
So I didn't look it up. I didn't even know it was from a TV show.
Yeah, that's where I first heard it. And I'm thinking, what the hell's hate dating? Then I kind of it was like a light bulb. I'm like, I've been hate dating. So.
Oh, no.
ChatGPT, of course I'm going to ask Uncle Chatty, and because we need to know, right? But somehow you're dating people you don't even like. So what it looks like is I'm going on a date knowing it'll be a hate story, not a love story. So I've already got the I'm going to hate this.
You already know the hate. You already know the end story. You just
I already know. Anyway. You pre-roast them before the date, but I'm still showing up. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to go on this date. This guy's like, he's got big ears. Great. And then I go there and I'm still showing up. And then I'm texting while I'm saying like I'm on my way, but I'm dragging my ass out of the bed to go, you know. And then I'm like, this is going to be good for content. Like it's not going to be anything, but at least it'll be good content. So, and then I'm swiping with zero intention. So out of boredom, spite. Yeah. And then I realized, this is actually what I've been doing for the past 3 years and have just realized. So it's really been a wake-up call for me in terms of like, what are you doing? You don't actually want to date. You're not actually looking for anything. You're just bored and it's fun content, and that's not okay. And then occasionally I'll swipe on someone that's okay. I'll occasionally meet somebody who will eventually let me down, and then I just repeat the same situation. So I've gotten off, okay? I'm on a little detox until I figure out what it is I'm doing with my life and if I'm looking for anything in particular. But, the whole hate dating. Have you ever hate dated by accident and then you didn't even know?
While you've been talking, I've been listening by Googling because I was like, this sounds crazy.
You're like, this is my entire dating life.
Yeah. And it actually just sounds like a lot of what I see on social media of people dating. Like,
yes.
The amount of people who are like, I'm so sad that I'm attracted to men or women. They're like, this is horrible.
It's horrible. Dating is like, it's a horrible experience. And I think because of the way that dating has changed now with like mainly apps and people being online, it's much easier, but it's also much easier to meet many people and to be passed up by many people. There's benefits and then there's a lot of negatives. But it's this cycle that people are on, and it's like why we do it. There's a few reasons apparently. The apps are dry, but your ego's thirsty. Yes. Ouch, bro. So that's reality. You know what? ChatGPT be hurting my feelings right now. I did not need to be attacked like this. You want the free feed, but not the small talk. Wow.
That's exactly where I was going to go with it. So as I was Googling, one of them was like, if I have to have a small talk conversation again, I'm literally going to kill myself.
Bro,
I don't care how you are. I don't care what your favorite color is. Yeah. I don't care.
I don't care about none of them things. I'm at the point, like I was at the point before I deleted the apps where men will go, hey, and I just go, unmatch. Hey, how's it going? How about I just throw my phone across the room? How about I stick nails underneath my thumb? Like I'm not doing this. It's so painful. And then there's a few other things. Revenge dating. So you're just out dating. Yeah, you're just out here dating someone out of spite, not spice. That's
I think
I've revenge dated. I've done that. Yes.
I've revenged something. I don't think we were dating, but yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Also validation. You don't like them, but you love that they like you. And it is one of those things. And you know, dating apps are like a dopamine rush. It is like a detox. Having to do it. The problem with me is I got too good at the apps. Like I don't know if there's such a thing, but
Oh no, you have ADHD. You're definitely too good for it.
I became too good at the game of it, and to the point that there were certain times a couple of years ago where I was taking fellas to the same place because I liked the feed there. It was easy, so in case I slipped up, it was like the same spot. And I go, where did we first go to on a date? Yeah, that same place. So I was getting too good at it. And I don't want to big note myself, but I was. And look, I probably am like amateur hour compared to some of these men out here, the way that they carry on. But yes.
Oh, no, I've seen some stories about how, like, I think wasn't there a whole app designed for women to talk about men to see if they're all dating the same person?
That's a whole Facebook. I think that's so toxic, man. There's a page, like lots of pages. There was one going around. It was like, sis, is this your man? I think that's what it was. And it was a black one with Blackfullas in it. And I had...
Yeah, but there's like each major city has one too, right? Like,
so it's like
is this your partner? Yeah.
And I had so many girls adding me to this one. And I was like, I don't want to be in this group. This is toxic. I don't care. If I'm single and dating, I'm assuming there's other men who are single and dating, and that's just the game.
Yes.
Another one here, it says, because your situationship ended and now you're punishing the next person with your emotional damage. Smiley face.
Oh, no.
Like it was a really good wake-up call, that the term hate dating.
Hate dating is wild.
If you've never heard of it, like, honestly, take a good hard look at yourself. So I don't know how long I'm going to be off for.
You hate dating. Yeah, that's interesting.
Now that we know the definition.
I mean, I know a few couples who are in hate relationships.
Well, we all know them.
I'm like, how are you two?
Oh, and there is hate dating while in relationships.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, people, I'm like, how are you two together? Like, you don't seem like you enjoy each other's anythings.
I couldn't think of anything worse. And this was my point. I'm like, as somebody single, I'm like, I love my single life. I really do. And people go, oh, but aren't you lonely? I actually love being alone. I am that loner person. I'm very recluse. I got my dogs. I got the thoughts in my brain, all 3 and 6 of them. So I'm good. Like, I'm actually fine. I'd rather that than be in a toxic situationship, relationship, whatever you want to call it. No thanks.
Yeah. Again, the internet is to blame because, now you're dating 5, 6 people a year. And in the good old days, you'd be like, oh, I went to the pub and I met Johnny.
Don't say that. That was my first boyfriend's name. Gross. Why'd you have to trigger me like that? Bruh.
I could tell you're a Johnny dater.
Triggered.
You went to the pub and joined Johnny, but by the time you worked out he was an arsehole, it was like 2 or 3 weeks later. Now you work it out in the first 2 hours. You're like, who'd you vote for? They're like Pauline Hanson. You're like, block.
Bro, I wish I knew what I knew now. Back then, there would not have been a Johnny in the situation. So, yeah, I don't know how do I stop? Let's ask Chatty.
Stop hate dating?
It's not about just deleting the apps. God damn it. It's about breaking the cycles, apparently.
Breaking the cycles?
Yes. So,
is she telling you to date black men again?
So it's like, number one, ask yourself, why am I going on this date? If the answer was I was bored, I wanted free food, I needed a distraction, he annoys me but he's hot. Wow, ChatGPT, why do you hate me like this?
Calling you out. Only Chat really knows you.
I'm having heart failure. I feel seen. Especially he annoys me but he's hot. Wow.
Yes.
Anyway, so it says only say yes to dates that feel like a soft yes or better, a hell yes. I don't think I've had a hell yes, I can't wait to go on this date moment for years. No one can get me there. Doesn't matter how hot they are. Sorry. Apparently I need to try a checklist of, do I respect them? Do I enjoy texting or talking to them? Do I feel like myself around them? If the answer is no, stay home and wash your hair.
Stay home and wash your hair. And what are bald people going to do that? So I don't know.
I was going to ask you, thank God you're married, bruh, because you'd be in trouble. No?
Oh, no. I've got no doubt in the world. I'd just be sitting at home playing PlayStation all the time. That's what I'd do.
Oh, yeah. Goodness.
Hopefully find a partner on PlayStation that likes playing. If I don't meet her on the PlayStation, I don't know where I'm going to meet her.
Bro, you can never get divorced. It's rough out here. You won't survive a minute.
I'm not surviving. I'm barely surviving now, let alone if I was single. These kids would be wearing dirty clothes. I don't know what would be happening.
All right. Well, everyone knows how married you are and how single I am. So that is it. Anyways, brother, we'll catch you next week. Remember, hit us up with your check-ins. We'll post the link in our Instagram and in our bio. But we'll catch you next week on Them Yarns.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, well.